G'day throttlers, welcome back to the channel. This morning I'm heading down to Wollongong for the Australian Motorcycle Festival. I've got the Street Glide Special out. We've had a nice little trip down the freeway and we're just at the, I think it's called the Bald Hill Lookout. So we're heading down to Wollongong. I'm taking you with me. We're going to have a look at the Motorcycle Festival, but first we're going to enjoy a nice scenic little ride along the Seacliff Bridge. See you soon. Alright, so for those of you that aren't aware, this event's been put on for the last handful of years by a company headed up by a bloke named Troy Bayliss. And if you're not Australian and you're not a motorcycle racing fan, you've probably never heard of Troy Bayliss, but he's one of our favourite sons, you might say, in Australia. And he's also was a world champion motorcycle racer as well for many years. Now, Troy started this motorcycle show, or in fact he does a lot of motorcycle events around Australia, so I shouldn't say that he started it in Sydney, but he does host a lot of events around Australia, and definitely worth checking out because they're always really good events. Now, 2 years ago I was lucky enough to be invited as a member of the press to the Sydney Motorcycle Show, and I'd only just started my YouTube channel at the time and I didn't really know what I was doing, and to be honest I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I got up early and I went down to film Robbie Maddison riding his motorcycle across the water. Now I believe he's going to do the same thing again here today, and then the next minute, the organiser says, alright, everyone with press passes, you're welcome to line up to interview Robbie Maddison. Really? I was just stoked to be at the motorcycle show, to be able to film Robbie Maddison ride across the water in Sydney for the first time, and just to be able to go into the motorcycle show and check out, the press get to see the unveiling of the new models. And I was just absolutely stoked just to be involved in that. But the next minute, I have this opportunity to interview Robbie Maddison. Now, I've always been a big fan of Robbie, and to interview someone that you're a fan of is awfully intimidating. So anyway, I line up to interview Robbie, and I'm in a line with 6 other people. And I'm looking up and down the line, and here's me with my little DSLR with my microphone. And then in front of me there's a girl from Fox Sports. Behind me there's the 7 news crew, the 9 news crew, the 10 news crew. All with their fancy clothes, fancy lights, fancy cameras. And here's Robbie and Robbie Charlwood lining up with the bloody DSLR and a microphone. Anyway, so I started interviewing and I was as nervous as anything. I was so nervous I didn't even know what I was going to ask him. But the true legend that Robbie Maddison is, he knew that I was nervous and he made me feel super comfortable, and he even gave more than what I'd asked for, and I'll be forever thankful for that. He was able to draw questions out of me that probably weren't already in my head, but we've got to have a nice little conversation, and also a bit of a wrestle at the end. So it was a really good opportunity. I was really thankful for the fact that I got to interview Robbie Maddison, and I was so thankful for the fact that he actually helped me with my nerves and helped me get through my first ever famous person interview. So if we bump into him today, I'll be certain to say g'day. going? My first ever bike, Throttlers, was a Yamaha TY 175. It was a trials bike, and it's fair to say that the trials bikes have come a long way since then. It was a noisy old, maybe it was a two-stroke, I can't remember, but gee, it was noisy. But check this out. How cool is that? Electric trials bikes. Those kids are having an absolute ball, and they're making no noise, they're not polluting, and they're not even getting exhaust burns. I had a huge amount of exhaust burns on my legs when I used to ride trials. Look at that. Very cool stuff. G'day Throttlers, I'm here with Keith from Harley Davidson, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the brand new electric Harley Davidson Live Wire.
Good morning all, great to be in front of you today, introducing the brand new all-electric Harley Davidson Live Wire motorcycle. So first in the country, here at the Motorcycle Expo.
I'm here with Michelle from Fronzarelli Electric Motorcycles and Scooters. She's going to tell you a little bit about a couple of her products she's got here going on.
Thanks Rob. Yeah, so the first and most exciting model that we have is our Fronzarelli MKD. So this naked bike is actually the fastest in the world in its class. It does
That one's mine.
All right, we're here with Josh from Wharton Hide. He's going to tell you a little bit about his business and the products that he makes for motorcycles.
So Denny and I started making these a couple of years ago. Denny made one for his own bike, and obviously a few friends liked them, so they commissioned him to make some for their own. But we basically source all the leather in Australia, cow and kangaroo.
how good was Matty Mingay? What an absolute legend. That Harley sounds amazing. I don't know if I got it on footage or not, but it was shooting flames as well. What a wicked bike. Matty Mingay, legend, man. That's it from the Australian Motorcycle Festival. Had some awesome chats in at the show, saw some beautiful bikes, the unveiling of that awesome, really nice Australian electric motorcycle. Just saw Robbie Maddison dink Troy Bayliss across the bay on his trail bike that goes on water, and a quick chat to Robbie and Troy as well. What a great day, time to go home. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, give us a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, ride safe. I'm out of breath. Ride safe and throttle on. Ciao.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just